outdoors, we're going to go ahead and go over the tent that I would use for backpacking. Now this is the Ozark Trail, one-person backpacker's tent. You can typically find these at Walmart for anywhere from, I got mine originally for like $19, but I think around now they're maybe $29. They're pretty cheap, under $40 tent. One person, like I said there, it has a 7-foot length, so 7 foot by 5 foot. Does have a 37-inch height, so you can sit up in the tent, which is nice. Obviously you can't stand, but that's bigger tents. And we're just going to go ahead and try and set it up for you here. There's the owner's manual. Don't need that. I just went ahead and grabbed this new one that my brother bought. We're going to put it up for him. Now the tent is super nice for summertime because you do have basically a full mesh top. It does come with full rain fly, and we'll show you how to put that up as well. Now just 2 poles. However, the poles do go up a little bit atypically. And I'll kind of show you that here. It's confounded me a few times. Just get these set up here. One thing I will tell you as I set these up, because I tend to read a lot of reviews on things before I buy them, but if you're buying a tent and you think it's waterproof, think again. Tents are not waterproof, you waterproof them. Just something to keep in mind, because I know that I've heard some reviews on these that are a little bit dissatisfied because of their waterproofing, but that's really not, you're going to be spending a lot of money if you want a full waterproof tent. So anyway, we're going to start our post here. There's just a little spot here to stick it, and there aren't any sleeves here, so we're going to use these little clips. Now one of the things that has always messed me up here is that it doesn't go straight diagonal. It doesn't go straight across. It kind of crisscrosses here in the middle. So when you have over here where we started, then we get to the top, you have these 2 sets here. You're going to want to use the other side clips, but you're not, again, going diagonal. You're feeding it back all the way through the same side you started on. It's just a little bit funky, but it does create a pretty stable tent. So there's our first post in, and I'm just gonna kind of let that drop for a second, grab our second pole, and repeat. In order for us to look like we're knowing what we're doing, you do want to feed that through there before you get too far. Then you start cussing your tent, and that isn't what we want to do. So again, just through the notch at the bottom, catch your first clip, crisscross, and then pick up your clips on the top, clips on the top, 3 on the top, and then I'm just going to go ahead and break down this pole just slightly so that I can fit it through here to make my cross on this side as well. And then pick up this last clip on the other side and into our notch. Now to complete this structure, We have one little hook here. If I can be smarter than the hook. So that'll just, just crisscross them in there. It's not probably the most sturdy thing. Maybe if you used like a carbiner or something, but again, we're not dealing with like a super crazy expensive tent, but it's there. You just kind of want to hook it. I'll fix that a little later. We'll go over here and just repeat the same procedure. Just trying to get them semi together from there. So now we have our framework in. We're going to want to go ahead and stake our tent down. Now the stakes that come with the tent, as with most tents nowadays, are pretty low grade aluminum. These aren't really good for much. One thing that I generally tell people to do is buy a couple new stakes, and these are just a little bit heavier gauge, but they're gonna just be a little bit better. I don't advocate plastic. I know that that's become kind of popular recently. I don't really advocate them, but you can have them if you want. It's not a huge deal. So we're just trying to stretch our tent out here a little bit to ensure that everything is firmly in the ground. Then, after we get this done, we will put our rain fly out, because who knows? It might rain, it might get a little wet. One of those things is better safe than sorry most of the time. I did only get 4 of the higher grade, so I kind of forgot that this uses 6 stakes, but anyway, we'll just go ahead and use a couple of these aluminum ones just on this outrigger here. It'll work for today, but maybe get a couple more of the higher gauge stuff for the future. This will work for tonight. Alright, so I don't tack those down fully into the ground, just mainly because I want to get my rain fly on. And the fly will tie in to those stakes. So around here, you have your door. You got a little door cut out here, so just kind of try and gauge that when you put it on. But you have little hooks. And I think a few of them don't have hooks. But down here we just have a little thing to hook onto, so just hook onto it. Start walking your way around your fly. Don't worry if it gets a little crazy. That one doesn't have a hook. Looks like it's just the corners that have the hooks. Just hooking it in, getting the rain fly taut. Don't get rained on. Oop. Slipped out of my hand. Okay. Here we go. Put that into the stake, drag it down a little bit. Ground's a little soft over here, so that'll stay. And then finally, our last hook. So this is the Ozark Trails one-person backpacker's tent. This is going to be all you need for you and your pack. There's a lot of room in here, and a lot of times you just need to really get in it to really believe it, but it's a very comfortable sized tent for one person, and maybe a dog if you want to bring your pup along with you. But I've had this out in the rain, and it's performed very well. I didn't have a drop of water in mine when I had it out, and it rained pretty good the first night I took it. I don't think you're going to find a better value. And that's what Broke Outdoors is about, trying to find you the best value. So thank you for coming along, taking a look at the tent. You'll have a good rest of your day.